Probably should have thought of something to say before I turned on the camera. Oh well. This week's question comes from Twitter. Is it possible to marry your cat? Is it normal that I want to? This actually reminds me of a kid from high school and something really stupid that he used to say. Most of the people in my high school were fairly conservative growing up in a small town in the South. And every time the issue of gay marriage came up, this one kid would say he was really against it becoming legal because if it became legal, there was nothing to stop the government from making it legal to marry all of the other animals. And I always thought that was the dumbest argument I have ever heard. Needless to say, he was not on the debate team. So no, I'm sorry to tell you, legally, you cannot marry your cat in the USA. And I don't think that I have any right to tell you whether or not that's weird, because I wanted to marry Matt from Digimon when I was 10 years old, and he is not even a real human anything. Except in my heart. Forever. But to give you some hope for the future, I have found some stories online of people who have married non-human things. Also, I have a feeling that some of these, if not all of these, are not legal marriages, so you can do more research if this is something you want to research. Number 1, a woman who is a British citizen married a dolphin in Israel. Sadly, however, the dolphin died not long after the marriage. You might say her heart sank. Ding! Really inappropriate. There's a lot more coming where that came from. Number 2, you have probably all heard about the guy in Korea who married his pillow. But it was not just a regular pillow, it was a body pillow thing with an anime character on one side, which I guess makes it better. I would probably marry any of my normal pillows at this point. I would probably even marry my bed. We're already sleeping together, but gotcha, told ya. They're gonna keep coming. Third, I read that an American woman was set to marry a roller coaster, and I assume she did, although I assume this is not a legally recognized marriage. Let's just hope they don't take that roller coaster out of the theme park, because I have a feeling that would send her on an emotional roller coaster. Pew, 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 pew. Still saying crap. Number 4, a Japanese man married a video game character from a dating simulation game. This one actually kind of gives me some hope, because if you have read on my Twitter, I am sort of in love with Bob from my Animal Crossing town. One time he even told me I was a pro listener. So, I'd say it's going pretty well. And finally, number 5, a man married himself in China. And I know I said I was listing people marrying non-human things, but this one is probably my favorite because it is something I wish I could do every single day of my life. Although I do go through phases, very long phases of hating myself, so it may not be a very smooth marriage. So hopefully this list was able to give you and your cat some hope. And I wish you all the best. What a video. As usual, if you have questions for future videos, you can leave them in the comments or send me a message on my YouTube channel at youtube.com/DenikaWong. I will see you guys Wednesday. I would like to marry this notebook. I've made out with it enough times. Pretty sure I mentioned that in an earlier video. Something you should stop talking about.